Hi guys, today we're going to be doing something that I don't do very often. I've done 2 of these and I want to do a will I buy it because I just felt like talking about some new makeup releases. It's not something that I plan on doing every week, maybe not even every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, I don't know. They'll be very sporadic, but I want to start kind of doing them from time to time because they are fun to watch. Although I will say I feel like the market is a bit oversaturated with will I buy it videos right now, so that's another reason why I'm kind of backing off and I don't really want to do them. But if you guys like them and you want to see more of them from me, let me know and I will see what I can do, but I can't promise that I will do them too often because they take a long time to edit, and even though they are fun to talk about, it's just something that I don't really want to spend that much time on. But that's what we're going to be doing today anyway, so I think we should just get started. And I have picked out stuff that I want to talk about personally. I'm not going to talk about all the new latest releases. I'm going to talk about the things that I'm personally either interested in or that I think are really stupid. So let's just get into the first product. When I saw this, my heart started beating faster, and these are the new Pat McGrath glosses. I've seen her glosses in the store and they look absolutely beautiful, and it looks like she is coming out with 18 new shades. I have not tried her gloss formula yet. I do really love a good gloss though, so that is something that I will be very interested in trying at some point because I think all of these look so beautiful, especially some of the duochromes like that blue one. Oh, I really want that gloss. And she's also coming out with a mascara, which I'm intrigued. You guys know I love me a good mascara because to me mascara makes such a big difference since I don't wear false lashes that I need a mascara that does everything I want a mascara to do for me, and I would love to see some reviews on this. I have no problem spending more money on a mascara if it's going to make a big difference. Now, mascaras is something that I do usually get on sale though, so I will probably wait for a VIB sale or something like that if I do want to pick one of these up to try. I hope it's good though. It is $28, which is a lot for a mascara, but like I said, if I could get that for 20% off, I'd be willing to give it a chance because I do like me a really good mascara, so I'm very intrigued by this. I want to just quickly mention this new collab between Casey Holmes and Physicians Formula. I really like Casey. I used to watch her for a long time until I realized that her makeup style is just a little bit too boring for me. I think she seems like such a sweet, nice, genuine person. I'm very happy for her that she was able to collab with Physicians Formula, but this collection to me is just kind of, I don't like collections that have everything included. I don't like when a palette has blushes and eyeshadows in it, or face products and eyeshadows. I prefer them to be sold separately because there is no way I'm going to reach for a palette to do an eyeshadow look that has face products. It's just not something that intrigues me at all. But I do really like Physicians Formula as a brand. I really like their blush and bronzers. I have not tried any of their highlighters, I don't think, but if they were to sell this as just a face palette, like I probably honestly would have picked it up because that's something that I would reach for a lot and that I would use a lot. But these eyeshadows and also the fact that there is a lipstick and a perfume and a box makes the box so bulky. I don't really know what they were thinking with this. I mean, I guess I somewhat understand it, that she wanted it to be more of like an all-in-one kind of thing that you could travel with and whatnot, but I just wish she did something different because I would have liked to support her, but if she's gonna come up with something like this, I really have no interest in buying it, and it's kind of a shame because, like I said, I like her. So let me know what you guys think of this release. Is this something that you would pick up from an influencer that you follow that you really like, or do you feel the same way I do, that this is just kind of stupid? So I just want to quickly mention before I continue that the sites that I use to find all these new releases is on Instagram, and it is mostly Trendmood, but I also use Indiemood as well as Indiemakeupspotlight, which the last one is run by Amy Loves Makeup, and I'm sure you all follow her, but if you didn't know that, you might want to go follow her on Instagram because she does a lot of really good updates on new indie makeup releases, so just something to keep in mind, and I will leave all these websites linked down below so you can check them out. Next up, it looks like Makeup Geek is coming to Target, and they are coming out with some quads. And I like the idea of having quads. I've said this many times. I hope that more brands come out with quads because I think that you can come up with some really, really interesting and cool color stories when you're limited to 4 colors, but this is not what I'm talking about. This is not what I mean when a quad can be interesting because this is boring as fuck and this is a snooze fest, but I also understand that if it's going to be a Target, it needs to be something that a lot of people will be interested in buying. So I totally see where they're coming from, but I do wish that there was at least one quad that was somewhat colorful. But all of these are basically just browns, and I mean, I think that's really boring. But I do hope that Makeup Geek will expand on this because I think it's a great idea, and I really hope that more brands will do something similar to this as well, because it's so easy for them to come up with small little palettes as well, and I feel like they would sell good. So yeah, no, I like the idea of coming up with quads. I'm happy for Makeup Geek that they are in Target. I have not tried a lot from Makeup Geek before, so it is a brand that I would like to get into if they were to come out with something a little bit more interesting. So something to keep an eye out for. Next up, it looks like Wet n Wild have jumped on the jelly train, and this is something that I said in my makeup I don't want to see more of in 2019, and I mentioned the jelly trend, and it was something that I said I was expecting more brands to come out with because it seems to be the new cool thing to do. So I mean, personally, I'm not really interested in the highlighters, but they are also coming out with eyeshadows, which are pretty much just like the Colourpop ones. So maybe they're due for the Colourpop ones, maybe they're really good, maybe they suck, I don't know, but I do think that this might be cool for some people. I did see Angelica do a video on the Colourpop ones, and she pretty much made me want to try them, even though I had no interest in them previously. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's one of those things that if I were to see it at the drugstore, I might pick one up just to kind of try it out. Are you interested in these? Would you like to try these? The next thing I am super excited about, and I am pretty sure I am buying this. I want to just say this right now that I'm going to pick this up because this is the new Melt Stack, and they are coming out with a blue stack, and that is amazing. I am like so excited. I've been waiting to try out Melt Stacks for a while. I really wanted to get the radioactive stack, but by the time I kind of found out about that stack, I felt like it was a little bit too late. And I've said this before that where I'm at right now with my channel, I really want to make sure that I focus on new releases because these are going to bring in more views than me buying something that's a lot older. So I don't want to necessarily pick up older products from now on because I know that I'll be spending so much money and wanting to buy more products that are coming out in the future that I'm going to save my money for the new makeup releases so that when I do end up reviewing them, it's going to be better for my channel as a whole, and also I don't end up spending a lot of money on older products when I know I'm going to be spending money on newer products. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I want to pick up this new stack. I want to review this for you. I assume a lot of you guys are going to be excited about this stack as well. I don't even really care what shades are in it as long as they're all sort of blue, you know, like you can't really mess up. So, and I also feel like I am missing a very good matte dark blue in my collection because those seem to be really hard to formulate. So I'm extremely interested in this collection, and I can't wait to see more sneak peeks. I can't wait to see how other people feel about this, and yeah, I'm just really excited. Let me know if you're excited about this as well. The next thing is already available, and this is the new Becca Cosmetics highlighter, and this is the one that has a pig on it. I think this is so cute, and I guess it's because it's the year of the pig or something like that. I don't really follow astrology or whatever, whoever decided that this year was the year of the pig. I don't know anything about this stuff, but I think this is so cute, and I feel like this shade would work for me. Will I pick it up? Probably not, but I do think it's really cute, and I like the idea of having a pig engraved in a highlighter, even though, you know, the pig will obviously go away the more you use it, but I don't know, I like pigs, so I'm all for this. I like this. Something else that I find very interesting is that Urban Decay is finally coming out with a new product. Who would have thought? And this is their new brow line. They seem to be having a lot of products, so it looks like they had a brow powder, a new brow pen, some brow gels, brow mascara, pretty much everything you can need to do your eyebrows with. But the one product that stands out the most to me is the eyebrow pen that has a pencil on one end and then a felt tip on the other. I've been using the MAC Shade and Shape pen on and off for a while now, and I really like that. And I also usually use it in combination with a brow pencil. So this is a product that I would absolutely pick up, and I am very curious to try this. I will honestly probably get this when it releases. I'm not sure if it's available already or not. Oh, okay, so it says it will be available on January 15th. So yeah, I am super intrigued by this. I really want to try this out. So let me know if you guys want a review on that pen, because I feel like a lot of people might be interested in this just like I am. Next, I want to talk about the new Viseart palette. I think this is really nice. It says it's called the Viseart Koi Palette, and it's inspired by brightly colors, prismatic hues seen through water, and I think this is really awesome. Like, I would like this palette. Do I want to spend $80 to get it? No. But if I could get a discount on this, it would be something that I would be interested in, but I don't know if I would ever be interested enough to pick it up. But I do think it looks really beautiful, and I have nothing against all shimmery palettes. I have a couple of those already. I don't reach for them a lot, so that's another reason why I probably would not pick up this palette, but I think it's beautiful. I like the shades in it a lot. I think it would be really nice for spring and summer, and yeah, I think this is a good release by Viseart. Especially because they have so many all matte palettes that having an all shimmery palette kind of makes sense for their collection, and I feel like if you are a working makeup artist or something like that and you have a lot of the Viseart matte palettes, then this would be a good addition to your kit. So I don't see anything wrong with this release, and I think it looks really nice. Something else that I am very interested in, and I feel like I'll be picking this up, and this is the new palette that Certifeye has been sneak peeking. This is not the final product, this is a photoshopped image, but just look at that color story. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful in your whole life? I love me some good blues and greens together, and I really want to pick this up. I can't wait to see the final product, and if this is how it's going to end up looking, I will be buying this absolutely 100%. So yeah, let me know if there's anything you would change about this palette. Personally, I feel like a couple of the green shades might be a little bit too similar, but I also understand that obviously if you're going to make a whole blue and green palette that some of the shades are going to be close to the same, especially since they're in the same format as all the other palettes. Like you have a certain amount of shades and you need to make all of those blues or greens. So yeah, I like this a lot. I think this is super pretty. I will definitely pick this up, and I'm really excited to see what Certifeye has to come out with this year because I love the brand. I have one palette from them. I would love to get more. I think that their color stories are so unique, and if you didn't already know, Certifeye is owned by the sister of Blush Tribe, so that could have something to do with the fact that both brands are really good at coming up with unique color stories. Maybe it's just in their family or something. Maybe they talk about it together, who knows? But I'm really excited about this palette, and I cannot wait to see the end result of this. Jeffree Star is coming out with another highlighter. I feel like I am done with highlighters. Honestly, guys, like I'm over the whole highlighter hype. I know I'm definitely in the minority there, and that most people are still really excited about highlighters, but I'm more excited about having a pig in a highlighter than having a new sparkly highlighter, so I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think it looks a little bit too extreme, and I personally don't want to be walking around with like a blue streak on my face. I don't really think this looks good at all. Like, I'm sorry, but this is just, it's too much for me. I don't really care for this. Something that I do really care about is the Menagerie Cosmetics new lipstick line. I always wanted to try their brand when they were called Makeup Monsters, or the lipsticks I should say. I do have some eyeshadow palettes from them that I absolutely love, but I've always wanted to try their lipstick formula. I did not pick up any of these. They are available already. I don't know if I will pick up any until I release their new eyeshadow palette. I don't really want to make an order for just like 2 lipsticks because I don't think I'll ever get free shipping if I do that. So probably going to wait and see if I can pick up one of these when they do release their new palette, which I don't know when it's going to be, but I feel like I heard someone say March. I could be wrong, but just ignore that. It's probably not right. But I am really excited about trying their lipstick formula. Have you guys tried any of these? I know they're pretty popular and that a lot of people love them. So I am really excited because I want to try them and see if the hype is worth it. I want to talk again about Blush Tribe. I feel like Blush Tribe is coming out with a lot of stuff lately. They just announced that they were coming out with lipsticks, and they've had so many different collections lately, and it looks like they're coming out with a pastel palette this time. I don't know how I feel about the pastel formula from Blush Tribe. I do have their Blossom palette. I don't love any of the pastels in that palette, if I'm honest, so I probably will not be picking this up. I think it's pretty. I think it's a good addition to their line if it ends up being a good palette. And if it does end up being a good palette, there's definitely a chance that at some point I'm going to pick it up. Now, I don't really understand why they need to have a very dark shimmer in this palette when the rest of the palette is very light pastel-y shades. I feel like that doesn't really go. I feel like it would have been a lot better to make any shimmer in this palette a light shimmer so that you can really make the pastels pop. So I'm not really sure what the idea behind that was, but I will definitely be watching the reviews on this when it does release. I'm not sure if it's out yet. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about when they're going to release this, so I guess it'll be a while still. Another thing that I saw a sneak peek of today, this is not even a palette or anything, it's basically September Rose saying that they are coming out with a new Slush palette, and the first Slush palette I did not get, and now I regret not getting it because it's super pretty and I've seen a lot of really good reviews on it. And it says Slush 2 arriving in April. Shh. So I think that's very cool. I'm excited to see what the palette is going to look like, and I have a feeling that there's a chance that I might pick this up. I think this could be a good release. Two more things because we are still on the blush tribe wagon apparently. So it looks like they are coming out with blushes and it says coming soon, and I don't know if they have been announced yet. This was a post that I saw on Trendmood on January 1st, I think. But I like blushes a lot, so I definitely will pick up one of their blushes when I order whatever the next palette that I'm interested in from them is coming out, and I feel like that probably won't be too long with the amount of palettes that they've been releasing. And you guys know I love Blush Tribe, I love their formula, so I'm very excited to see what they're going to come out with this year, and I feel like, I'm going to say it right now, I feel like I'll be picking up 4 Blush Tribe palettes this year, but we'll see what happens. And the next palette that I'm about to show you might be the first one, and this is their Pressed Neon palette. Now this is not an official picture of what the palette is going to look like, and she says that the purple is missing and that they are working on creating a good matte purple. So the shade that is missing in here is going to be purple, so as you can see the rest of the palette is a lot of beautiful neons, and I have had pretty bad experiences with neons in general, so I don't think I will be reviewing this product or trying to be the first one to review this product because I have a feeling it's just not going to be that great, and I'm not saying that at all because it's coming from Blush Tribe. I'm saying that because it is a neon palette, and there's a reason why there are not a lot of neon palettes on the market. It's probably because they are extremely hard to formulate, they're very hard to work with, so I'm definitely going to be extremely wary of this, and I do want to see a lot of people use this before I decide whether or not I want to pick it up. But I love the idea of it. I've been asking for a neon palette for so long. You guys know I've mentioned this in so many videos, and I'm really excited to see if they can actually pull this off. Because if they can, they might actually be the first brand on the market to have a full neon palette that is good quality. So I think that is super exciting, and those were all the things that I wanted to talk about and that interest me and that I am excited about, or that I think is really stupid. So if you want to see more videos like this from me, just let me know down below and I will see if I can do them more often, because they are kind of fun to film. It's just that they take a long time to edit because I have to put up so many pictures on the screen, and I am working with a new editing software that I still haven't gotten the hang of, and I don't know why I'm doing this video right now while I'm still learning, but it's okay, I need to learn somehow. So that was all I wanted to say and talk about for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!